Hello mensen. Hi people, hello mensen. Yeah, hi people, hello mensen. Okay, yesterday I took this, not yesterday, Sunday. I went to on a Peugeot club meeting, a drive out or whatever, 950 something odd kilometers there and back, and I heard some funny noises. So now we going to have a look at these noises, or whatever noise it must have been, wat er geluid het wat waar gewees het. Sit lig aan. Is dit lig aan? Ja, lig is aan. The light is on. But now I must take it out of this thing. If I go down there, now how must I turn this damn thing? I must hold it like so. You see that movement of the chain there? And up here, if you look at the chain up here, see that? It's sloppy. So I must take the tensioner out and see what's going on here. It's quite far out. Let's see. I can lie on this cardboard and have a look in there. So it's quite far out. It's almost 10 millimeters. About 10 millimeters out. 10 millimeter uitgekom nou. So die ketting het baie gesluit. The chain had worn down quite a lot. So these aftermarket timing chains are garbage. Alright, so wat het ketting moet ons nou gebruik? What chain must I buy now? Because these aftermarket chains, they don't last long. Ongoing problem with these. Okay, so I'm going to take the tensioner out there, the tensioner block. I measured it, ek het hom gemeet. Dis 7 millimeters. 7 millimeter. A gap. Okay, let's go up to the bench there and have a look. Laat ons hier kyk gou snel met na deze. Okay, it's that make. INA make of tensioner block there. That's the same as this one here. I've bought a few of them. These imported a lot of them. Okay, so that's how it is when it's completely in. So now I'll release the tension, and it's about there. It's that far out. So it's now playing up and down like that. And now it must go to the next step. It's there. So that's a little bit further. So maybe I must leave it and let it go until it gets to the top. Where's the top? I think that's the top. And that is twice the distance. Alright, let's see how far can it go before it doesn't work no more. so that's the max. The max would be the maximum wat ek kan uitgaan is 14 millimeters. So that's double. So it can still go until it gets to the 14. Maybe I must just put the cover back on. Just turn it tight there, and that spot there, the boat, let's, okay, now this is going to come out. Right, like that. So what I must do is I must actually just go there and take a 13 millimeter spanner, and I normally don't put Loctite or anything of that kind on the boat there. So turn the light on again. Well, you can't see. From this direction you can't see. This direction you can't see. It's dark in there. Well, what I must do is I must just tension that thing over there. 13 millimeter spanner, where are you? I have a 10 millimeter spanner, and I must go and find an Allen key. What size Allen key is that? 6 millimeter, maybe 6 or 5. So I'm going to. Now it's becoming windy, very windy. Okay. So I'm tension the Allen key in there, and I must turn this. Come on in there. What the heck is the matter with you? Right. Now I must turn that anti-clockwise and tight. I must loosen this bolt, and I must turn that thing, the Allen key, anti-clockwise, and then tighten it clockwise. The bolt again. Okay, the pulley is in the way. Come on, crank pulley. There. The crank pulley is off. Now everything must fall down there. Okay, let's see. It's tight there. And this sloppiness here, I must take it out. Right. Undo the, loosen that. Like so. Alright, and then I tighten that. It's 13 millimeter spanner, 8 millimeter bolt. Now it's tight, and this is now tight. Right. So now that's good. Now it can go still further, another 7 millimeters. So now I'm going to have to make a gasket again. So I have to go up there. So when did I do this job? Not so long ago. I can't remember, it's maybe 2 years. Anyway, yeah, that is the 28th of October 2025. So now I must make a gasket for this thing. First put this back. So that's the maximum. It should come out. A noisy vehicle that. Alright. That gives you 42 millimeters. 42 millimeters there. Like so. Right, now I turn it right in to the point where it's going to be the first step of holding it. And that's the first step. So the first step is at 32. 32 to 42. 10 millimeters. So it comes out like so. And then it locks up there at the 42. Yeah, 42 millimeters. So that thing doesn't make sense. Let's see. When it's completely in, it gives me it's on 3 millimeters. It's 3 millimeters when it's like this. See that now it's on the first step. First step is on 3 millimeters. That's 5 millimeters. That's 7 millimeters. 8 millimeters. That's 8 millimeters. Okay, so maybe that one is 8 millimeters and pick up. Then you go further, and the next step is on 10 millimeters. And then it's on 12 millimeters. And then it's on 15 millimeters. And then it's going to come out. Okay, the max is 15 millimeters, 14.5 millimeters. So I can still go out 15, yeah, so I can go, it's halfway out. The one in the pickup. Die een in die bakkie is nou halfpad uit. So draai die ding weer terug aan sy plek en lock it up. Don't jump out. Right. Put it back in the box. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, still 3 of those. But these INA tensioner blocks. And then there are some of the others too. I don't know what the other ones make is. It has no name brand. It's made in Argentina. That one with a thick block comes from Argentina. one in the yellow pickup as that one in it, because I'm testing which one is the best. At this moment, the one in the yellow pickup is still fine. In that mustard yellow pickup, I mean, en die geel mustard bakkie daar, is in Argentinië ene, so hy is nog enig niks, maar deze ene het 'n bietjie van 'n ratel op. So het ek in 'n stywer gestel die ketting, tension to the chain. Now I must make a gasket for this. See if I can get it right. Kyk of ek dit kan reg kry deze. So. This cover is still dirty. I'm not going to clean the cover because I'm in a hurry, because dust is more damage, causes more damage than this little bit of dirt on the outside of the cover. Okay, now that must be a hole there, and here must come a hole in here, and there must come a hole in there. Good. I hope it's okay like that. Alright. And then I'm going to do this. And I don't like wind. I hate wind. Oh my goodness. Oh. This is not good. And now all the dust is blowing into the motor. I wonder how much sound went into the motor there. Just make sure it's about that one. Because if I don't, I haven't done it all. I can't do it right. Okay, let's see whether I can take this off again. Alright, now this must come along here. I'm going to take it along there, like so. And then along there. So, and along here. Like so. Okay, and then it comes there, it comes so. Is this now correct? I hope this is correct. Right. Oh, and then there must be one there. come on, I lie still. Right. Maybe I must first, yeah, do the inside. Now this paper is now very dry. And it might tear. Okay. Okay, I don't know if you can see. Let's bring this thing closer. Alright. No. On eBay they have a paper but gasket, but I'm not going to import it because it's more. It's about my monthly pension, so I must be freaking quite crazy to pay that amount of money for a piece of paper. So I'm going to use this paper as for a gasket instead of paying $900 for it. Rand. 900 rand is a lot of money to spend on shit like this. Om het gemors te betaal. Oor 900 rand. Een stuk papier moet seker mal wees. Must be crazy. Goed. Let's see if we can get this one right. And that one. Now the wind is coming again. It was nice and quiet now for a few minutes. Vir 'n paar minute was stil gewees die wind. No, you're not going to do this. You're not going to tear a hole through there. Going to just stay in this hole here. Right. Good. Should have taken a, what is it? Vice grip to hold the socket still upright. Om regop te hou die soksleutel moet ek 'n klemtang gebruik het. Seker die woord vir deze gereedskap. Let's do it. See if this is better. Kyk of dit beter werk. Deze skroe, ek dink die ding is 'n boor binnek. 'n drillbit. En hy gaan in hand insteek daar, deze kant. Wants to go into my hand. Okay, it's almost finished with this rubbish business. And then that one there in the center. That's right. Come on out of there. Right, let's see if this fits. Now the boat decided to come out. Okay. Now this piece of calendar must come like so. So it's a little bit off, yeah. So what happened here now with this? What is that? Go away. Sorry for this. So I don't have a cameraman. I must do it myself, and then I forget. Now, why is this now out? Okay, let's do that big one there over, and both come in there. And now the boat doesn't want to go in. Can you believe that? Okay, first do this. Well, I hammered that bolt in just now into its place. Come on now. Now you can't see there again. Okay. Come on. Okay. I hope it's better now. Back there again. Now you must go in your place. How come you don't want to go in your place there? Always struggle with something. Get the hammer. That's what the hammer is for. Go into your place there. What is the matter with you? You don't want to go into your place. That's better. see what happens here now. So, all those holes must be gone like so. Right, maybe this is good. Now I'm going to smear some sealant on it, and I'm not going to video this sealant story. Otherwise, it's too long. The video is already half an hour. Now I'm going to do a test this time. I smeared it on the side of the cover, the sealant, gasket maker. Now I'm going to go do it there on the motor. In the motor, the engine, gaan ek het smeer nou. So I'm going to smear it there on the engine. So I'm going to, you can't see what's going on there, it's too dark. But I'm going down there and smear it there. Okay, so I'm stopping. Now they say, nou sê hulle, elke 0,1 mm dikte van die seele neem 'n uur om te set. So too late. Anyway, every 0,1 mm thickness of sealant takes an hour to set. So I can take my time with this. I don't have to hurry. No man. See if I can get this gasket on here without breaking it or tearing it apart. Come on now. Like that, please. I'm not going to replace the oil seal now. It's not a modern car. Everybody buys modern cars. They're more expensive to buy in the first place, and then they're expensive to service too, and to fix them. It's also expensive. So there goes your 10% of fuel saving gone for a loop. So that's not the way to go. I'm gonna go on with that. With a modern car. Is that gasket right there? No, it's not right. Okay. Pull it off again. It's a long way around. God. Long way around. It must come on like so. This is the right direction. That's a truck I used the other day to cart the bales for the sables, not sables, sables. Back in farm, Gamka, private Gamka farm estate. It's just down here, but I had to deliver it on other place, deep into the premises of the, what is it, wild park reserve or animal reserve. Okay, let's see if I can get this right. The truck is gone. It went over the hill there, up there. It went that direction, westbound. The truck that was here now. They park their vehicles here. It's close. In the morning they come from home. Sorry, excuse me, 25 kilometers. 25 kilometer van hulle huis. En dan vat hulle voertuig en dan gaan hulle weer aan. They take the other vehicle and then they carry on. So they leave it here. Otherwise people, maybe it's cheaper to not to drive all the way with two vehicles. Park the one here and leave the one here till the next day. Yep. And now, oh yeah, that tail pin there. Come on, like so. I think I'm now getting it right. It's just there at the bottom. Something going wrong. What the heck is going on here? I better see at the bottom there. Wat daar onder aangaan. Okay, so let's start sticking out there. Don't dare now. You're almost on. You're almost there, and now I'm almost there. Alright. This is 7 millimeters out. I wonder. Well, there's nothing wrong with the performance of this vehicle. The performance is very good. And actually the crankshaft is now more faster forward than the pump. Due to that, the pump is 'n bietjie, the taart het 'n bietjie agtertyd. Nou die ketting vir 'n bietjie langer geword het. Maar dit doen beter nou. Perform beter. maybe I should leave it like this. It's safe now. The slug is now tight, and it has more than 7 millimeters to go before the end of the gets to the end of the tension. So it's halfway out at the moment, almost halfway out, bijna halfpad uit. And another thing about it is it will take longer to go out further because the chain must now stretch more. It takes longer to stretch from this point on. Okay, so or way more from this point on. Because I must take the tension off. I don't want to tamper with the nut and the bolt there, because I Loctite smeared some Loctite on the nut. Ek het 'n bietjie slyt en moer of slyt stud of wat is dit, lock stud, lock nut. Tyegetjie opgesit, sticky stuff. Let's take the get the cover quickly. The cover is up there. Put the sockets down there and back, and then come back to this vehicle here. Oh, sorry for that. Only one hand to do this job. And I must come up, pull up like so. Now that the bag is not in the way, okay? It's smeared. Now what is the matter with you? There. Yeah. And now this bolt is now again strapless to go into place. Okay, now I must get this bolt. Maar first clean them. Nou eers skoonmaak. Back in the day I used gasoline to clean the bolts and the nuts and the parts with, because it was cheap and it's less oily than diesel. And diesel, now I have to use diesel to do this. But it came clean enough. Not a problem. It's nice and clean. Alright, now let's see where this bolt must come in. Each bolt has a place where it should belong. Okay, that one goes in there. Okay. And the washer, there's a next boat with a washer. It's a nice shiny boat. And you can't see there what's going on. I'll stand a little bit back. Klein bietjie terug. Right. Dan deze boot met too short. So that one comes in there. And this one gets a washer. And then I clean this. I turned the radio off because I played some music and so on and so forth. Whatever, Mango Groove and Justin Bieber and all kinds of music. And then I'm in trouble if I post it with some music. The video, I mean. And that's not going to be a good video then. Now what is the matter here? Oh, okay, sorry. That just boat from behind. This boat must come down at the point at the bottom there. Right. I'm almost finished with all the boats. There's one boat, I don't know what's going on here. This boat. So this boat is too short for that. It must come in here. So, and then this big boat, 8mm boat, 8mm washer. I think there must be 8mm washer on the other side too. So that must come here, and that one must go there. Close to the oil diesel pump. And this then comes here. What washer is this? Where does this one belong? Oh, it belongs up here. That's what comes. This nut, 7mm nut, comes here by my friend, the boat that's giving me so much trouble. I had to heat the hammer in. It's into its place here. Good. And there's another boat missing here. What's going on here? Oh, there's the boat. The boat is there. Good. Also 8mm. En 8mm, 8mm bout daar ook. En 8mm bout. Oh my goodness, where did this thing come in? Oh, okay, it comes in here. Okay, I see the place. There must be a nut on this one. 8mm. Ah, 7mm. Come on now. Turn like that. Good. Let's stop that again. So now I'm going to use thingamajig. Come on now. Other socket. 13 socket. 13 spanner for holding there. That. One there. One here. And let's just feel it. Just check it with a spanner. That's tight. Oh, I see there is one there is nothing off. Come on now. Doing this one with a spanner because I couldn't get a hold of it just now. Oh, that's 13. With the 13 hits. Start that one. Come on now. Okay, now the bolts are tight and the bolt pulley is on. The harmonic damper, whatever, vibration damper. Okay, nou let's see ons hierdie so 'n bietjie start lock. Yep, the start lock. Op deze sit, nie te veel nie. Otherwise it won't come loose again. I had problems with the bolt that stripped out because of the start lock. Stripped, broke a bolt off. In a bad place. In 'n slegte plek afgebreek bout. Goed, ons kyk of ek die wat indraai. Ja. Waar is het daar? Dang. That's in. Take breaker bar, not the power bar, the torque bar, the breaker bar or the power bar. So, oops, what's going on there? I don't know if it's all in the story. Ons kyk of hy heeltemal in die video is, deze. Right, let's see if it's in. Still a bit more up. So, right. It's a long breaker bar, this. It's a long krachtstaaf. So, it's in 4th gear. And I wonder, maybe I should put on the handbrake too. Yeah, let's try the handbrake. Now the handbrake is also on. Die handrem is ook aangezet, opgetrek. This thing must be tight. $200 and something odd Newton. I think it's 280 Newton meters. So we say that's about 280 Newton meters. There's very little play on the gearbox and stuff. There's about a centimeter and 15 millimeter play on the gears. Okay. Right. Now I must put the radiator back. Nou moet ek die verkoeler terugsit. Die radiator. Dit is nou amper 'n uur video deze. Nearly an hour video. So I also cleaned up that, opened up the fins there a little bit, the cooling fins between the core pipes. Yeah, hulle was plat gebuig, they were bent flat. So I hope it works. I must just get this radiator into its place without damaging it again. Zonder om het weer op te voeten. Hey. Good. Screw down. Oh, sock sleeve. Where's the sock sleeve? Right. tension alternator. Die alternator kan ek nou ook styf trek hierso. Not as simple as that. There you go. Tighten the nut, the bolt vastdraai. Bugger it. Kom nou, ek kan sien nie. It's getting dark now. I can't see that. Right. I hope it's tight enough, otherwise it's going to scream when I fire it up. Come on, a pipe. Can you see that pipe? Yeah, you can see that pipe. Okay, swap sockets. Sock sleeves for the rail. Alright. And draai dit heel vas. Goed. Draai in is heel vas. Now I must put the whole nuts down there. Die montering rubber kom daar op. Zo, en dan kom die muur daar. Right. En dan kom nog een washer aan de kant. Nog een washer, rubber washer on the other side. What fell down now there? Right. On this side, can't see on this side. Why is it sticking up so high on that side? Okay, too much of high. There's a thing. There is the extension. Okay, that extension. Now I must do it in reverse. Thin, what is it? 3/4 inch to 1/2 inch. And I must put the 1/2 inch socket on here. And I must loosen it a little bit so that I can pick that thing up, the radiator up to get this washer in. Steel washer. Right. And then I must take the socket. The nut. Turn the nut in. Okay, now I will tighten that. Take the 1/2 inch socket and fit it onto there, and this one onto here, and then it this direction. I think it's good enough. I'll just fill it with a spanner here at the bottom side here. That one is tight. Good. Now I must put the pipe on. This pipe. Now this pipe must come on like so. I say like so, and that like so. Are you relaxed? I don't want pipes with tension on them, or twisted or forced into place. They must just lie tight and relaxed. Must be this one, yeah. And then I must swap it with that socket. And then there. Alright, and then what I do then, take this tool, tighten it. Your mother is tight. And this one, okay, this one isn't tight yet. That's better. Now, all this stuff is in place. All the stuff are in their places, right? Now, I wonder how the coolant looks like. If I look at the coolant like that, they don't look too bad, still good. Okay, right. And pour it back into the thingamajig. One can is empty. Check the second can. How does it look like? It looks fine still. It's not muddy or orange yet. I mean, it's the rusty orange. Another truck went past above. Okay, now I'm going to give it a fire up And these engines, they don't like cheap coolant. Very expensive if you find a cylinder head and you can't get them hold of them no more. They're done. You can't get it. Cylinder heads for this stuff. So best look after it. Best is om te kyk daarna dat dit lank hou. Nie oproes of corrode, whatever the motor. Cylinder head. Okay, let's fire it up. Wasting it. Mors dit uit. Okay, that is good. That is goed. At low RPM, it's a little dead. But if it gets to 2000 revs per minute up, and it's quite lively. Right. En nog 'n bietjie dood, bietjie op lae toere, maar op van 2000 af dan is heel veel lewe in deze motor. Goed. Let's say bye-bye from this video. So touching from this video af. Terug, ja, okay. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Thank you for viewing. Dankie dat julle na deze video gekyk het. Dankie dat julle na die video gekyk het. Tot 'n volgende video, tot 'n volgende keer. Sê ek dan tot ziens. Until the next time. Thank you for viewing this video. Until the next video, I say bye-bye.